What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce ho, you know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Rary, what up Stitch. 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't this shit. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockets, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce ho, you know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Rary, what up Spitz. 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't this shit. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockets, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce ho, you know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table.
What is the motherfucking deal? I added a word. What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation, man? I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that life is treating you the way you deserve to be treated, at least the way you demand life to treat you. As long as you're willing to pay the price, life will give you what you ask for. Anyway, I'm at Honcho. It is great to be here. I guess I just went home, so I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's great to be here, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm glad to join you. I'm glad you let me be a part of your lives this evening. Now we're going to talk about blessings in disguise, right? It might be a short sauce tonight. I don't know. Right? I don't know. But we'll see. But first, we'll see who we have joining us. Then we will get into some nonsense. Y'all already know how we do it. Drop that Sauce Nation roll call and the comments. Shout out to side. We're proud if you are from the greater Houston area, east side, north side, west side, south side. Put that in the chat. And then we're gonna show some love to that. A little bit of just love in your direction. I ain't gonna lie, I'm low energy. I'm tired of the motherfucker. We're gonna still drip some sauce, man. So with that being said, we're gonna talk about Davis Mills, right? The man with the skills to pay the bills. We're gonna talk about this Titans game. We're gonna talk about traders, and we're gonna talk about how we got here, right? How did we get to this point? Right? Because I think overall Texans fans, some are over panicky. Like some of y'all motherfuckers got like what's that shit? Immediate gratification. Some of y'all got like a problem with immediate gratification. I need it now. Like shit, you should be comfortable knowing that for the next, 15 to possibly 20 years, if everybody plays their cards right, like the Texans are going to be in a good conversation, right? The Texans are going to be in a great conversation. Like, can't you enjoy that, right? Can you enjoy that for a little while just to think, hey, long term, we're not stressing. We got a quarterback. We got one of the best quarterbacks, not some flash in the pan, off script ass. And that was unintentional saying ass, but y'all already know what's going down. But, so-called playmaker, right? The so-called leader of men, right? When I told y'all niggas he was going Hollywood, I said, you tripping. Y'all see what he doing. He don't even want to sit his team. His shoulder hurt, he out. Burrow on the bench. That's the difference between champions and check cashers, right? Anyway, so we got join us. Flame hash. What hash? Look at that. That's it's gonna call you FHK. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Chill out. What's the motherfucking deal? Sal, what's the motherfucking deal? Jay Boogie, Trinity Guards in the building already. What's the motherfucking deal? So, like I said, just kind of getting into it and looking at the bigger picture of things, right? The Texans are in a good place. And that should make you comfortable. Southeast side, what's happening? You gotta be okay with that. Like, we gotta get out of fucking weird ass panicky Texans mode. Like, we gotta let that shit go because we're in a good space. Not a major thing, concussion. You gotta be careful. But again, the situation, it wasn't like we used to get the fucking concussions all the time. Like, just like clockwork. I can't figure it out. It'll come to me in a second. But it was a dirty play, a little dirty late hit, no flag, I don't believe. So anyway, it is what it is, right? So not tripping. It's not something that we need to be having a long-term concern about. We should be happy as Texans fans, right? But I know people need to put you in panic mode every week. You need to be stressing every week. Because I told y'all, this is a house money season. I'm not stressing no matter what. Like, y'all can get as crazy as you want to get about playoffs. Like, because y'all really, like, y'all holler all the time when we weren't doing good. We talk shit about it, and then you must be into the playoffs, right? But what does it mean if you go to the playoffs and you're one and done, or, you're told, like, this team isn't built for, especially with all the injuries now, and shit, all the fucking, oh my God, bro. I don't even want to talk about the fucking, like, the injuries are ridiculous. Like, if the Texans come out, when the Texans come out on top this game, right? When the Texans come out on top this game, you must go ahead and give them the division, right? Because CJ going to be anxious. He going to be out there dope fiending, right? CJ is a competitor. You know what I mean? CJ is a player. He is a gamer. He wants to be on the fucking field. Y'all saw how quick he came out the blue tent, right? So the thing about that is, that he's going to be itching to get back at the helm, to play some ball. And when the Texans take this game and embarrass the Titans as we do, then CJ's going to take the leadership back and we're going to lead this team into the playoffs. So y'all can calm down, right? I'm already predicting this. Honcho, the soothsayer, the saucy soothsayer, not that kind of saucy. Y'all be on that saucy Santana shit. The saucy prophet, if you will. No, that's Ray. Ray is the prophet of the sauce. DeMarcus, what's the motherfucking deal? But it's just like, man, just chill out. Enjoy it. Right now, we're in a tough position. And people are stressing themselves out over the playoffs. Like I told y'all, it was house money, right? You wanted to see what you got in CJ Stroud. That's what you really wanted out of this season. Y'all didn't expect Tank Dell to come on like he was coming on. Y'all had high expectations for Willie Anderson. But really, people just wanted to see what CJ. A lot of motherfuckers was on the Bryce Young train, right? And I can't talk shit because I really didn't really give a fuck about either one. But my thing is, I'd rather, I always talk about height issues, so we can discuss that. But anyway, so as a Texans fan, be comfortable, man. Like, be comfortable. You were not thinking in the beginning. Nobody was thinking that these Texans are going to go in here and just kick the door in the playoffs. Like, you had hope. You looked at teams. You're like, okay, these teams are traditionally bad, or these teams are traditionally who they are. The Texans might have a chance, with a solid core to beat these guys, right? And that's the predictions you make. But legitimately, you got a lot of people calling this a 4-win team, 5-6 win team. And there's still a lot of football left to play. But because of the circumstances, right? Because of the situation that we're currently in, I mean, I want y'all to be serious. You got people out in the city rooting for Davis Mills right now, right? You didn't want to say that this season. You were not hoping to hear that name. Some of you wanted him off the roster. Y'all was hating on the Midas Mills, the man with the Midas touch. But the thing about it is, right now, you're talking about a roster that's a team that's going to go out there with, and we don't really have a clear number one, in my opinion, with this team. It's almost a week-to-week basis type situation. But this is a situation where you have to take what you got. Like, this is going to be heavily on the shoulders of the defense and the running game, right? Because Nico, not looking good. Of course, your quarterback is Davis. You don't have any of your guys, your real playmakers. We can talk about Schultz, but I think Schultz was a product of CJ, not him being who he is in his own right. If he was that guy, well, we know where he'd be. So I know a lot of people lean on that. Robert Woods, good veteran guy to have. But like I was chopping up with Broderick earlier, it's gonna be an interesting game to see. I think the Texans will win, though. I genuinely believe the Texans win, right? I genuinely believe that we're gonna come out and have a game plan, and defensively, right? And defensive guys are gonna have to make plays, right? We're gonna have to see turnovers, and I mean, it can't just be 3 and outs. We won't win this game on just 3 and outs. Like, the defense is going to have to make turnovers. Kaimi, punk ass back, the kicker who can't maintain his quad. I know people love Kaimi. He's John Christian in my book until otherwise. And I know he's better than Amendola, 10 times better than him. Yeah, fuck yeah. But it is what it is, right? I'm just beefing with Kaimi because I just need somebody to beef with. But we're talking about a situation. Calm down, man. Like, we have to get through this game first, and y'all are going to give yourselves a fucking aneurysm. Like, I'm not going to trip. I'm not going to spaz out. I'm not going to lose my mind over Davis Mills, right? Now, if Case was coming out there, I'd be talking big shit. Now, hopefully we do see Case. I'm still on that. Like, I don't care what anybody says, right? Right. That's I don't care what anybody says. But don't do it. Don't do it to yourself, right? Don't do it to yourself. Because you're gonna look back and say, what was wrong with me? A couple of years, you'll be like, I really panicked over Davis Mills trying to save the Texans playoff hopes. And then you gotta understand also, things may fall our way in other ways, right? 713. Hold up, baby, 713. You know what I'm talking about? Sauce time. But like I said, it's nothing to panic over. It's nothing to be worried about. Because, I mean, you got guys. Who else is out? You got Willie in the. Hey, let's talk about high ankle sprains. You want to talk about high ankle sprains for a second? Because we can definitely talk about high ankle sprains, right? High ankle sprains allegedly happened to a particular opponent in the division, right? And then the next day, this motherfucker's throwing the ball. And I told y'all it was a fake injury. It was not a real injury. People said, oh, you tripped. The dude was not really. Do you think, I want you to be serious. Do you think that Willie Anderson is softer than Trevor Lawrence? Think about it. Think about it. Because if you believe that Trevor Lawrence's injury was real, right? And people say, well, did people get injured different? If Trevor Lawrence's injury was real, he wouldn't have been playing the next week, right? Willie has a high ankle sprain and is in a boot. You're telling me that Trevor Lawrence is tougher than Willie Anderson? Sunshine is tougher than Area 51. I don't think so. So, people playing games, people doing what they want to do. MetLife. Yeah, Thug Life, MetLife. And fuck MetLife. Yeah, they don't raggedy ass stadium. Like I said, but it's gonna be a tough deal, right? Because you don't have Severe Thomas, you don't have Cashman. You don't a lot of notable names that you hear a lot in games that will not be available this Sunday, right? So it's gonna be tough. Like, you're really going against the odds, if you are going. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Right. Josephine Johnny. So again, like I said, you're really going against the odds if you're putting all your hopes in Davis Mills leading a team of ragtag Texans on offense. And I'm not knocking the contributions that each of these guys have had while CJ was here, but these guys are not giving you the same contributions while Davis is here. Davis will manage this game as he should, right? I don't want to see, ideally, I don't want to see more than 17 passes from fucking Davis Mills, right? Like that would be, I'd be comfortable in that area. Right? But it is what it is. I'd like to see a heavy dose of, Singletary because he does fit the scheme. If we're talking about winning, we need to do the right thing. It's not a chance to continue the Pierce experiment right now, right? Oh my goodness, Clarence with the real nice parents. Like I said, it's a situation where that's some funny shit. It's a situation where, man, it's gonna be high stakes, right? And you saw, again, we talk about the stadium, we talk about the weather, we talk about all those things, but we saw what happens when pieces are not available. No Nico. Again, Mechie is sketchy right now. I mean, hopefully he'll come into it. Hopefully he'll come into his own. Hopefully we'll find his lane. But right now, he's not that guy that a lot of people were hoping that he would become. Maybe this game, he gets the opportunity to show something different, right? Maybe this game, he has the opportunity to be the guy, But I don't know what kind of chemistry you acquire with someone in a week or two, right? Because I don't know if there's any carryover chemistry, right? Because you wasn't available. So it's a situation where, again, the odds are against you, right? So you have to be cautious. You have to be tame. You have to lower expectations, right? You have to really be cautious. And you have to be fucking smoking dope if you don't think I think the Texans gonna go in the fucking, what is they say? I don't even know if they fucking stay and come and beat the shit out the fucking Titans out. Man, get the fuck out. Ain't no caution. We throwing caution to the wind. Big D Davis Mills finna go into motherfucking Tennessee. He finna drop the D in Davis, because y'all getting weird about it. Big D finna explode in Tennessee, baby. Y'all don't know. Man, look, y'all better get your fucking mind right. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to hip you to something, but y'all don't want to hear me though. Darren Davis, what's the motherfucking deal? Broderick, what's the motherfucking deal? I'm trying to put y'all on game, man. Look, don't nobody give a fuck about the Tennessee Titans, baby. Look, you understand me? And the Lightens, the Myth Mountain Maniacs, don't nobody care about the fucking Titans, bro. I ain't tripping on D-Hop gonna get dropped because he a op. You know what I'm saying? Stingley got there gonna get the stop. Like, that would be pleasing to my eyes, right? That would be pleasing to my eyes. Stingley get a pick, that was intended for the Hop, right? But I want to talk about things, right? Because it bothers me. I put the Tennessee deal, right? Because they are wearing the colors this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So it is personal, right? It's very fucking personal. And I'm not going to sit here. I'll tell you, hey, the Oilers are gone. Let's move on. It's cool to discuss the memories every now and then, but get over it, right? Either you're a fucking Texan or you're a fucking Titans fan, right? That's just what the fuck it is. Okay? So my deal is this. The Texans, led by General Mills, 5-star General Mills, even though I'd rather a case, not a six-pack, a case of Keenum, you know what I'm talking about? But 5-star General Mills going to lead these boys down the field. He will be the saving grace of the Texan season, right? And I know it's gonna be like that one pass. What was that in the Broncos game? Came in and just bloop, threw that dot. Bloop. That's all he did. Just throw that one perfect pass. He's just got to give us one good game. This has to be the game of General Mills' life, right? And the reason why it has to be the greatest game management game of all time. I don't want to see, not like I plan to see, Mills slinging the ball down the field, right? I want to keep it short and sweet. I want to keep it risk-free. I want to keep his neck out of harm's way, right? I just want to see the real number 10 in Houston because, the other nigga flip-flopped on us, man. He jumped ship and went to the enemies. So ain't no love, unless, in the offseason, we'll discuss it. We'll talk. We're open, we're open to rekindling the conversation in the offseason. But it's a situation, man, where you have to think about, would it be nice to go to the playoffs? Fuck yeah. But if we don't, it's still fuck the Titans. We do have a lot of injuries, so I don't know what kind of plan. I don't know what kind of, because you can have the perfect strategy. People love to talk strategy and all that, but you know what? Trump's strategy, fucking talent. Sometimes fucking talent just fucking trumps fucking strategy. Like, come on, man. Like, imagine you could have a team of perfectly positioned, you know what I'm saying, to the T play. And then imagine you come up against a big motherfucker like, some of y'all don't know, maybe like a Adrian Peterson in his prime. Like, this is a motherfucker who's going to alter your game. Like, you can be in the perfect place, right? But you're just not strong enough. You're just not fast enough, right? So sometimes talent does trump strategy, right? And sometimes you just certain shit you just can't strategize for. And I say all that to say that I need the Texans to get it fucking together, man. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep talking shit going into the game. That's what I do. But again, I want to see as little of Davis Mills as possible. I want to see as good and as little of Davis Mills as possible, right? But the game plan might be for Big D to go out there and explode on the Titans. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that might be the plan. They might be like, they're gonna set him free. They'll say, Davis, this is your day. Davis put the day in the that was gonna go with something that didn't work. Anyway, so I'm just saying, man, it's a situation where it's all or nothing, right? Because then, it's not the same talking shit the rest of the season. And then we got to deal with Clarence and Trevor Lawrence's pain tolerance. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hear you. I hear you zoned out. I don't think Mills has the balls to play to the wall. You feel me? That's my problem. Like, I don't think Mills, he don't got it in him. He doesn't have it in him. And that's what I was saying. Like, I told y'all, CJ got that gangster. Case got that cowboy. And the Cowboys, they was the OG gangsters. And then you got Mills. Mills is an accountant, right? Mills is what's the nigga? Marty off the what's his name? What is Marty off of fucking Ozark? That's who he is, but not even a cool account, right? I don't know how many accounts are cool, but not even a cool account. He's like a Marty. He's not a Marty account. He's like a I don't know who else is a famous accountant that's a real nerd. Who cares? Anyway, but Mills is not. He just I don't see that in him, right? I don't see he doesn't have the vision. He doesn't have the balls to play the balls to the wall. That's basically it, right? And so that's why I expect people to kind of I expect it to be a calculated, safe game plan. And we just have to hope the defense can get turnovers, right? It's going to be a lot of run heavy. It's going to be a lot of dinking and dunking. I don't have confidence in Mills putting the ball in the air, right? I don't have confidence in Mills slinging that bitch across the field. I just don't have the faith. Who is dude? What's the motherfucking deal? Street Runner Society, what's the motherfucking deal? So like I said, man, it's gonna be a situation where you just kind of gotta wait and see. You gotta hope for the best at the moment. Yeah, you just got to hope for the best, right? If you're starting Mills. Now, I'd like to see Case out there because I feel more confident. Like, I'd feel more confident in the X factor happening. I'd take the good with the bad because I know that the good could turn into great. I don't feel like Mills has greatness in him. And this is not hating. I think he's a perfect backup for a drive. I don't even want to say a drive, but I don't think he has greatness in him. I don't see it, and that's why I say that's the only thing that bothers me about this game. Like, how do you game plan going from CJ to Davis? You got to fucking cut out half the fucking playbook, right? So I don't expect to see anything too amazing. I don't expect to see anything too. I think it's gonna be very pedestrian, and so I'm like, it's hard for me to get up for Big D, right? You know, the Big D is going to drop in Tennessee. I know, but when I think about Davis, there's nothing that excites me. But I did say I want to talk about one other thing. I told you it'd be a short sauce today. The thing I want to talk about is counting your blessings in disguise, right? And I put that other guy on the thumbnail because I want to talk a little recent history. Because I think that guy on the thumbnail, I'm not talking about Stingley, I think that guy on the thumbnail is what really was the beginning of what got us here, right? It took us a lot of time, and this is why I say Texans, count your blessing, right? You got CJ for the next decade or two, right? Count your blessing. They're making the game softer for quarterbacks and play. CJ might play until he's 52, right? But the thing is, and he has the game for it because he doesn't run like that, right? So that's another plus. Unlike that other headless chicken motherfucker. So just chill. Like, we're in a good spot. We're in contention for a long time, right? So if things do maybe get a little funky, we ain't gonna trip. But yeah, you gotta pardon me about the shenanigans. But it's a situation where you just gotta chill. But anyway, let's talk about how we got here. And you go back to D-Hop and the D-Hop trade, right? And I think this was a moment that a lot of Texans fans were like, what the fuck is going on? Because you heard those rumors all the time, every year. D-Hop gonna get traded. Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Right? And then it happened. And then your guy who we loved at that time wasn't quite that guy, right? He co-signed the coach. He did all the things that look good in the public eye. But it turns out he was a dirty, dirty bastard, right? Dirty, dirty man. A violator of masseuses. And yeah, so there's that. But you went through the turmoil, you lose him, you deal with Davis, you get Cullies and you get Loveys and you get, I don't know, right? You get Lovey that I don't want to lose, which might have been the greatest decision of all, right? Lovey couldn't let go. And because Lovey couldn't let go, the Texans are here. And I know you say contribute Davis Mills for that. Yeah. Davis Mills played himself, right? Played himself right out of a position. So that's fine. It was inevitable anyway. Like I said, you just got to take some time to think about all the ups and downs we've been through as Texans fans and just enjoy the moment. Sometimes it ain't about tripping. Because I'm going to be honest, it's hard to go to war, right, with this roster right now. It's hard to, we still got some highlights. Singletary can still go off. Like, Singletary can still have a great game and put the Texans in position to win, right? So I'm not completely out of it. Davis just needs to not lose. I don't think Davis can win us the game. We just need Davis to not lose us the game, right? That's it. Other than that, I'm not tripping. Excuse me. Other than that, I'm not tripping at all on Davis Mills, right? So that's kind of all I got today. I told you I was going to be short. I'm going to drop a little 30 minutes. And I know Denfo, I put a den up. I don't know. We'll see close to that time. I may or may not do that today. May save it for tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. But with that being said, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all. And Diop ain't finna do shit. Diop gonna go to fucking turkey leg hut. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But but yeah, exactly. But here's my deal, man. Like I said, I'm gonna check out for the evening a little early. But I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. You could have been anywhere this evening, and you was fucking with the sauce, so I'm gonna do something to y'all for that. But yeah. Until next time, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. But most of y'all stay saucy. Oh, babe. I need a nap.